They're cute, but are they cuddly? G'day wildlife warriors, it's your mate Steve here, and today we're diving headfirst into a real conundrum of the animal kingdom. You see these little critters, with their big ol' eyes and fluffy fur, and your first thought is, I just want to give it a big ol' cuddle. I get it, I really do. There's something in us that just wants to connect with these beautiful animals, to feel that warmth and show them a bit of love. It's a natural human instinct, a desire to be close to the wonders of nature. But hold your horses, folks. Not every cute and cuddly-looking creature is waiting for a snuggle. In fact, some of the most adorable animals out there are packing some serious, and I mean serious, defense mechanisms. It's their way of saying, hey mate, I appreciate the thought, but back up a bit. It's not because they're mean or nasty, it's all about survival. They've got families to protect and lives to live, and sometimes, a close encounter with a human can be a real danger to them, and to you. So, today, we're going on a journey to meet some of these look but don't touch beauties. We're going to learn why it's so important to admire them from a safe distance. It's all about respect, understanding their world, and keeping both you and these magnificent animals safe and sound. It's a lesson in appreciating wildlife for what it is, wild and free. So grab your khakis, and let's get ready to explore some of nature's most deceptively dangerous darlings. It's gonna be a ripper. Right, first up, have a look at this little beauty, the porcupine. Now look at that face, with its twitching nose and beady little eyes. You might think it's just a big, slow-moving rodent, perfect for a gentle pat. But if you get too close for a cuddle, you're in for a world of hurt, my friends. See these things all over its back? They're not just hair, they're quills, and there can be over 30,000 of them on a single animal. These aren't just for show, they are a formidable defense system. Each quill is tipped with a tiny sharp barb like a fishhook. Now a porcupine can't actually shoot its quills, that's a bit of a myth, but what it will do if it feels threatened is turn its back, raise those quills, and charge backward right into you. Whack! And once those quills are in, those barbs make them an absolute nightmare to get out. They can dig deeper into your muscle with every movement, causing incredible pain and potentially serious infection. So, while they look like they need a hug, the porcupine is a classic example of an animal that's best admired from way, way over there. What a clever little fella. Alright, next on our list is an animal known all over North America, the skunk. Look at that gorgeous black and white coat, that big bushy tail. They're absolutely stunning creatures, aren't they? You might see one trotting through your backyard and think, oh, how cute! But you need to give this little critter a very, very wide berth. Because when a skunk feels threatened, it has one of the most effective and stinkiest defense mechanisms in the entire animal kingdom. It's not their teeth or claws you need to worry about. Before it lets loose, a skunk will give you plenty of warning. It'll stomp its little feet, hiss, and raise that big beautiful tail straight up in the air. That's your final signal to back away. Slowly and carefully. If you don't listen, it'll turn its backside to you, and it unleashes a spray from two little glands right near its tail. This isn't just a bad smell, mates. It's an oily, sulfurous compound that can cause nausea and even temporary blindness if it gets in your eyes. And that smell, crikey, it can stick to you for days, even weeks. A true force of nature. Now have a look at this. Isn't that just one of the most vibrant, most beautiful things you've ever seen? This is the poison dart frog. They come in all sorts of dazzling colors, bright blues, yellows, reds, and oranges. They're like tiny living jewels hopping around the rainforest floor. You might see one and think, wow, I've got to get a closer look, maybe even hold it. But that, my friends, would be a massive and potentially fatal mistake. These frogs are a perfect example of aposematism. That's when an animal uses bright colors to warn predators, I am dangerous. Their skin is coated in a powerful cocktail of toxins. We're talking about some of the most potent poisons known to science, absorbed right through their skin. In the wild, these toxins are so strong that just touching one of the more toxic species could be enough to cause serious illness or even death in a human. Indigenous peoples of the Amazon have historically used the frog's secretions to poison the tips of their blowgun darts, which is how they got their name. So, as tempting as it might be to scoop up one of these colorful little guys, they are the ultimate hands-off animal. Absolutely stunning, but absolutely deadly. Okay, Now we're getting into some serious territory. This next animal might look a bit like a small bear or, a giant weasel, and you might even think a young one looks cute. But let me tell you, this is the wolverine, and it has a reputation for being one of the toughest, most ferocious animals for its size on the planet. They are the definition of tenacity. Weighing only about 30 or 40 pounds, they've been known to take on prey many times their size, like caribou or moose, and even chase bears away from a kill. They are pure, condensed muscle and fury. Their jaws are incredibly powerful, with a bite force strong enough to crush bone and frozen meat. They have semi-retractable claws, like a cat's, that they use for climbing and for digging, but also for defense. A wolverine is not looking for a fight, but it will never, ever back down from one. They are solitary, they are territorial, and they are extremely aggressive when they feel cornered or if their food is threatened. Trying to get close to a wolverine would be like trying to cuddle a blender made of knives and rage. An absolute powerhouse. Down under we go, to the island of Tasmania, to meet this little icon, the Tasmanian devil. When they're young, they can look awfully cute like little black puppies, but don't let that fool you. These marsupials are famous for their spine-chilling screeches, their foul temper, and one of the most powerful bites, pound for pound, of any mammal on Earth. Their scientific name even means Harris's meat lover. That tells you everything you need to know about their lifestyle. They are scavengers, built to crunch through bone. When they get together to feed on a carcass, it's absolute chaos. They have these ritualistic displays of aggression, with lots of gaping jaws and terrifying screams to establish who's boss. While they're not typically aggressive towards humans, if you were to corner one or try to handle it, it would not hesitate to use that bone-crushing jaw on you. A bite from a Tassie devil could easily shatter a finger. They're unpredictable, they're powerful, and they demand respect. They're a vital part of their ecosystem, the cleanup crew of the bush, but they are definitely not cuddle material. What a character. Now, let's talk about a bird. But this isn't just any bird, mate. This is the cassowary, a giant flightless bird from the rainforests of New Guinea and my home, Australia. Look at the size of it. They can stand taller than a man, with this brilliant blue neck and a bony casquet on their head. They look prehistoric, like a living dinosaur. And in a way, they are. They are incredibly shy and elusive animals, and most of the time, they just want to be left alone to eat their fruit and wander the forest floor. But, if a cassowary feels threatened, or if you get between a father and his chicks, it becomes one of the most dangerous birds in the world. Look at its legs. They are massive and powerful, and on the inside toe of each foot is a dagger. A 5-inch long, razor-sharp claw. A cassowary can leap into the air and kick out with both feet, disemboweling a predator or a person with a single strike. There are documented cases of cassowaries killing humans. They are beautiful, majestic, and a crucial part of the rainforest, but you must treat them with extreme caution and respect. Admire their beauty from a very, very safe distance. Alright, for our last animal, we have what might be the most deceptively dangerous creature on this whole list. Have a look at this little guy, the slow loris. With its enormous round eyes and soft furry body, it looks like a real-life teddy bear. It's one of the most popular cute animals on the internet. People see them and their hearts just melt. They move slowly, deliberately, and seem so gentle. But this little primate is hiding a toxic secret. The slow loris is one of the only venomous mammals in the world. See, on the inside of their elbows, they have a special gland that secretes a toxin. When the loris feels threatened, it will lick this gland, mixing the toxin with its saliva. Then, it delivers a bite. This isn't just a nip. It's a venomous bite that can cause excruciating pain, swelling, and in some cases, a life-threatening anaphylactic shock in humans. Their cuteness is their curse, as it makes them a target for the illegal pet trade, which is just cruel and dangerous for everyone involved. This is the ultimate proof that you can't judge a book by its cover. A beautiful, unique animal that needs our protection, not our cuddles. Well, there you have it, wildlife warriors. From the prickly porcupine to the venomous slow loris, we've seen that nature has an incredible arsenal of defense mechanisms. Cuteness is not an invitation. Every single one of these animals has a right to live its life in peace, without being chased or grabbed by us humans. The most important thing we can do is give them space and respect their wild nature. Before you ever think about approaching an animal in the wild, do your research. Learn about its behaviors, its warnings, and its personal space. Remember, a safe encounter is a distant encounter. By admiring these creatures from afar, you're not just protecting yourself from a world of hurt, whether it's quills, claws, or venom. You're also protecting the animal. Getting too close can cause them immense stress, disrupt their natural behaviors, and even lead them to be seen as a nuisance, which never ends well for the animal. We are visitors in their world, and we need to act like polite guests. So let's be the best wildlife warriors we can be. The greatest connection you can form with a wild animal is one of understanding and respect. Appreciate their beauty, their power, and their incredible survival skills through a camera lens or a pair of binoculars. That's how we truly show our love for wildlife, by letting them be wild. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. And remember, be a conservationist, be a warrior, and always, always respect the wildlife. Crikey.